I killed Bosco! Holy shit! I'm the best fucking player on the team. I'm the best fucking player on the team. Yes, he was.
And here we go.
This game starts off with some pretty interesting bans, with 2 hard breachers being removed with Maverick and Habana, and then both of the electric boys are removed with Bandit and Cade. First thing I'm going to touch on are rounds 1 and 3. TSM bring the same lineup for both of these rounds when they're playing basement, and they seem to be running an anchor type of strategy. However, they decide to commit the reinforcements to the CC wall and have Bolo and Geo roaming around Red, CC, and Secret. Now, this confuses me a little bit, because if you're going to commit the reinforcements, it seems you would hold that area a lot more than these two seem to. The first round, Geo gets 1 drone, the wall gets opened, and Bolo falls back, and they're back in sight, and they give SSG 2 minutes to do whatever the hell they want to prepare the site for an execute. And then once they do execute, they wipe the floor with TSM. Then in round 3, they decide to run it back with the exact same setup, the exact same roam, and yes, Bolo does get the first pick, but once again, they give SSG 2 minutes to prep the site. I understand the strategy is built around anchors and site utility. However, if the roam clear is that easy, a team like SSG with the experience they have is going to use every second of that time to just make it crumble. And that's exactly what happens as SSG takes the first 3 rounds of this game, and Pojo has to call a timeout to save this defensive half. Now, I think I can safely assume that Pojo's probably telling them to be more aggressive on the roam, stop playing so scared, be confident in swinging them, actually contest map control, make them work for it. Don't let them walk around the map, prep the site for 2 minutes just to shoot fish in a barrel in the execute and win the round. Now, obviously, he'd be more detailed with it, but that's the gist of it, in my opinion. Moving on to round 4 and 5 is where TSM looks like themselves again. Bolo just does Bolo things.
There you go. I like the Azami play already. Oh, no. Bolo gets back in.
SSG has to work for their map control this time, and when the execute does come in the final moments of the round, they throw in a whole bunch of Yin Candelas, but TSM just plays passive, waits for them to go off, and then retakes the site afterwards. Then in round 5, we see Geo and Strip, and he contests the Nook on her entry, while Chala is also contesting the entries and takes out the Finka, which is a huge first pick. Now that TSM is leaning heavy into their roam game, SSG decide to just hit site and plant the diffuser, but it doesn't even matter because TSM just retake it with ease anyway. I do have quite a bit to say about round 6. I think achieved on the Azami and CC cache is a brilliant way of using her utility and still contesting map control. As time winds down, he places down the barriers to block off the attackers and force them to waste utility if they want to take the map control. Then the round turns a little scrappy and all hell breaks loose in logistics. Once the dust settles, Skies is left in a 1v2, and TSM try to swing him at the same time. However, they are just a split second off, and in that split second, Skies punishes them and wins the round.
1v2. He loses out on the mirror window, but manages to take out Geo, and he clutches onto Merc as well.
I love pro play. This shit is so fucking cool. TSM start the attacking half by testing a new strat, picking the duo of Sense and Glaz. The plan is pretty simple. Merc works himself into dirt while Bolo moves into secret and eventually blue. Once in position, Bolo uses his gadget to split the site and cover Chala on the plant. From dirt, Merc uses the Glaz to see through the projectors and pick off anyone trying to deny the plant. It doesn't go according to plan as Bolo gets first picked, but Merc already has control of dirt and collects the trade. TSM is still able to go through with their plan due to Merc bringing smokes and using them as a plan B. Achieved also late flanks main stairs to catch the roamers returning to site as the plant goes down. Despite the hiccup at the start of the round, TSM did well to recover and still make sure that their strategy worked out. I wanted to talk about round 10, but as more of a kind of appreciation post. Skies has unreal clutch potential. He already won that 1v2 in the first half that we talked about, and every time he was last alive, I'm gonna be honest, I was nervous. As a TSM fan, this round had me worried when I saw Skies in a 1v5. Then that worry turned to fear when he picked up 2 frags. Despite losing this clutch in the end, I have to give Skies the credit he deserves. He's a demon. Simple as that. Round 12 is just honestly a fun round to watch. With 30 seconds left in the round, it's a 3v3 and SSG have an Echo on the board, which is huge right now. As time ticks down, it becomes obvious the round is about to explode into chaos, and that's exactly what happens. The first spark is when Chala starts the plant, and the next thing you see is Fultz on Echo rushing towards the site. This only means one thing. The yokai we saw 20 seconds ago is gone, and he can't deny the plant. As Rampy tries to come back to the site, he gets taken out by Achieved, and then Achieved is down by Fault before Bolo saves his teammate's life. Hot and Cold then pulls off the clutch by taking out Bolo and Chala, and SSG bring the game into overtime. For the record, I have 2 things to say. 1, this all happened within 10 seconds. 2, that has to be the most valuable down I've ever seen. And then that value fell off harder than Bitcoin because TSM take the next 2 rounds with fucking ease. Thank you all for watching. I had a lot of fun covering this game. Next week, we will be covering one of the games from the final play day of NAL, and then it's on to the major games. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
By the way, I killed Bosco twice.
Baby, I'm a big stunner, big stunner. They don't know me as the showrunner, showrunner. They ain't ready for the newcomer, newcomer. When I pull up, get the news running. News slash, they be caught up by the riz. They don't got it how I got it like this. She gon' peel her eyes back when I'm in. She in love with the kid like this, like that, like this, like.